football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving. Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Play action. Now it's Lance. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football. Lance now on first down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray eluding the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a...
he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
But they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, we've seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the 2nd half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
2nd and 10.
Now Murray off play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 2nd and 7, Lance. This one caught by Kittle, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 116 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Here's Lance. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd and goal, Lance flush to his right. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now Gould for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. He's going to look deep for more. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A final shot before half for Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And they'll run again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. Prater for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd and 15. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Eluding the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, put the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Lance.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Murray now on first down. Dancing to his left.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air. And I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lance going to keep it on the option.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance
scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took...
Now the ball comes loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
172 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Touchdown! That's caught. Charlie Werner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Got a man, it's Brown.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And
a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So, CD, you talk about this football team and some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about...
And my goodness, another interception. Duke Dawson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And now here's a carry heading left. Finding room to the 20. Breaks through the contact. And down to the 7-yard line. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.